Brenda, it's so nice to have you here with us. How long have you been a real estate investor yourself?
I've been doing this for a little over 2 years, and I got started back in late 2021. I think the market was really interesting at that point, right? The rates were pretty low.
It was the perfect market because you became a real estate investor at that time.
Yeah, and I think there was a lot of hype around it too. And I knew I always wanted to do something with business in terms of real estate and entrepreneurship in that sense.
Yeah.
And eventually, my past led me down to real estate. I got into that late 2021, and just been setting it up from there. I think it's been a long process. We can dive into the story a little more with it, but yeah, late 2021. Been doing it for a couple years, and I think the biggest thing for me was I was about to turn 25. I really wanted to dive into something that I can take the reins on. I didn't want to work a 9 to 5. I didn't want to do W-2s and all that. I mean, it's a headache in itself, and I think there's a certain amount of freedom you get through this kind of work.
What were you doing before you became a real estate investor?
So I graduated college in 2018 in North Carolina, and I came to Texas, and I started a W-2 selling boxes. So I was talking about boxes for 2 years, and I just really didn't want to do it anymore. And I thought that, all right, I'm 24 at the time, and I'm about to be 25. I need to start, something for myself, right? If I'm going to dive into entrepreneurship and look for that freedom of it, it can't be through W-2, can't be doing something boring. And I didn't have, a mortgage. I didn't have kids, wife, things like that. So it's not something that I had anything that was restricting me from getting to that point.
Get there.
I could take the risk. I could afford to take the risk, and I did. And that's how I got into it.
What keeps you motivated? What is the hungry? Not, oh, I wanted to eat good food, but what keeps you motivated to be an entrepreneur, to get up every day and be focused and get the work done?
Yeah, I think success. I've always just wanted to succeed on my terms with it. Right. And I think setting up anything that I want to do and working with the right people and being involved in purposeful work, right? I think that plays it's a huge part of being successful within that, right? But I wanted to, be that guy to be able to pull myself up from the bootstraps and be able to carve something out for myself in life, right? I didn't want to, and I keep harping back to the W-2s on this, but I didn't want to make my success working for somebody else. I wanted to carve out my own space.